and shares lots of purging lately, intense waves of energy moving through, and I can feel my nervous system working overtime. The main theme that's coming up is fear of being judged or criticized by others. I've had this pattern of abandoning myself just to be accepted, and right now it's showing up really strongly. It feels deeply tied to control, like a survival strategy to keep myself and the people I love safe. I notice I'm projecting it outward too, judging others as a reflection of my own insecurity. This whole theme is really alive in me, and I imagine it might be big for others as well. Do you have any insight or wisdom around healing the fear of being judged? It feels like it has a deep grip on me. Thank you. And thanks for the question, Anne, and for breaking it down so well like that. It's definitely a theme I think every person on earth will feel at some point or another, right? The fear of being judged, right? We all want to belong and feel accepted, right? We need the acceptance of others in order to survive, right? So it's super, super ingrained in us. The fact that you're just able to articulate it and see it and label it implies like it's already underway. It's getting burned up and dissolved here, right? Just by, you speaking about it like this and feeling it and noting it, noting how it did at one point serve, right? To keep you, to help you with survival, right? To keep you and the people you love safe. But now, of course, you're finding that there's a different way that you don't need. Um, to abandon yourself in order to stay safe, right? Those ways of operating are now becoming obsolete, and so they need to be reconsidered. And that's what's happening here automatically as we go through this process. Um, any insight or wisdom around healing the fear of being judged? Yeah. So what comes to me is to note any parts within ourselves that judge ourselves. I shouldn't feel this way, or why am I still holding on to this? It's been so long and I'm still hung up on this theme or this idea, or I didn't, I'm not good enough or whatever it is. So actively doing the polar opposite of self-criticism and judgment, which means to me, it was quite literally, like I've mentioned many times, I would put my hands on my heart and love myself unconditionally, no matter what was coming up, no matter what I've done, no matter what thoughts I was having, any feelings, emotions. I unconditionally said, I love you over and over and over again to myself, to every cell in my being, every aspect of my being, my psyche, my memory, my inner child, whatever. It was all loved unconditionally. So it was the complete opposite of judgment. No matter what part was coming up, that was drenched in the love as well. That was welcome here. And so in doing so, um, I really just the self-criticism, that part of me, um, rarely rears its head anymore. Very rarely. Um, and if it does, that's okay. I love that. It's okay. I love it. I'll welcome it and say, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you get to be loved too. So I think it's really goes down to what's going on inside. Because when I stop judging myself or being critical towards myself, the weight of other people's opinions, it's like it doesn't matter to me anymore, right? Um, in the way that, it may have been in an unhealthy way before. Do I care of how people perceive me? Yeah, but it doesn't cause me great suffering. It's like functional, right? I want to like I wear clothes when I go outside, right? Like that kind of stuff, just for functional, practical reasons. But the the immense like insecurity and suffering around that, I have to resolve that by stopping doing the same types of judgment towards myself. So just be with yourself, really like unconditionally loving, like no matter what you've done, where you've been, what you failed to do, whatever it is, like what would like I one thing I would do is I would think like if I was like standing before like Ram Dass or like Christ, how would they perceive me? Would they say, "Oh yeah, like you're not a good guy. Like you're bad, you're shameful, you did that thing that was like embarrassing." Would they laugh? Would they roast me? Would they like, kind of ignore me? No, they would say, "Come here, no matter who you are, what you've done, you're welcome here." Like that's how I would try to be with myself, right? That's how I would try to be with myself. And sometimes that was hard, so I would then, imagine like some great being, how would they see me? Right. And so that's one way that I was able to kind of really just dissolve a lot of the self judgment and whatnot. And it takes time. It takes time, but like It's one of like the most powerful things that you can do for yourself is like the world is such a tough place, right? Outside, right? There's all this, it's not easy, but at least we could make inside a safe place, right? Can be gentle with ourselves. That's something we can do, right? So I hope that can help you. But it sounds like this is already clearly underway for you. That's why it's coming up. And I always like to remember, what Matt Kahn said. Whatever I'm feeling, I'm healing, right? Just whatever's coming up, it is being healed. You don't even have to do anything specific, just survive it. But that's a great question there. Thank you. And another thing that I guess I could add on to this about, people's judgments. So from reading Eckhart Tolle's work, I came to understand that the voice in my head that comments on myself or life or other people is the ego. And it's not true. Those thoughts aren't true. So I looked at other people. I said, their thoughts about me aren't true either. So I don't need to give them any weight. So that was very liberating. I was like, oh, that's just their own conditioning playing itself out. And I happen to be the target of it today. Okay, no problem. It's not true. It's just their ego. So that was liberating for me as well. Yeah.